Hey guys, this week we are going to do a quick video about how to shoot this rifle while standing, but before we do that, we're going to give a shout out to this week's sponsor. Hey guys, this week's video brought to you by Shooting Targets USA. You guys know I love their dueling tree. They also made me these awesome targets for my battle rifle courses. These things are hardened all the way through. They don't get dimpled by green tip. They've got these awesome harmonic anatomy targets. Right? It's actually got tuning forks built into the back of it. Love their Texas Stars, all their other products. I hit them up for a promo code, use TR15, saves you 15% off of everything. Check it out at shootingtargetsusa.com. All right, so I want to talk about how to shoot a rifle standing, right? Easy, everybody does that. Okay, but how about let's have a couple tips from the pros that have actually taught me how to do this, and then, 25 years experience in a unit doing assaulting and stuff, right? There are certain little tips. I just want to give you, I'm going to touch on them real quick. First off, I want to start with your stance, all right? I want a athletic stance, but picture that fighting stance, but think of it more as a athletic stance. I'm lowering my center of gravity slightly. My shoulders are above my knees are over the balls of my feet. I'm slightly canted forward. I want you to notice my feet are offset, one slightly in front of the other. It does not have to be your left foot. You'll notice everybody teaches you've got to have that left foot forward. That's just not the case, because we're not gonna do this across the battlefield. We're just not gonna do it, right? We're going to step normal steps. And when we do that, so in other words, you need to be good at shooting with your left foot forward. You need to be good at shooting with that right foot forward, because I want you to be accurate. I want you to be accurate and fast, but I want you to be accurate and fast while moving, right? It's harder to hit a moving target. So that stance, right, I've lowered my center of gravity a little bit, slightly leaned forward, and my feet are offset. Again, it doesn't have to be left foot forward, right foot forward, because from the waist down, that is that suspension system on that M1 Abrams tank. From the waist up, that's that turret. So if I have to turn one way or the other, I can turn, right? So again, your shooting position starts with that stance, that athletic stance. I'm ready to fight. After that, I want to talk about, we're going to obviously hand up high on the back strap, just like a pistol. You guys understand everything, all the fundamentals from a pistol apply to a rifle. All right, that's why we encourage people master shooting that handgun. So my points of contact on the gun, high up on the back strap. All right, my second point of contact is this hand up on the front of the handguard. Now, my hand is, I'm not completely C-gripping over top of gun. That would mask my optic. I'm not just cradling it underneath, because I need to be able to control recoil on this thing. I'm grabbing on the side. Now, I do sit my thumb right here. What that allows me to do is, if I need to key my flashlight, my hand just moves back that direction. If my red dot is dead, I just rotate my thumb forward, my front sight pops up, and I look through that red dot optic, and I'm using the front sight, I'm using the optic as a rear sight. All right, works good for red dots, not so much on a low power variable optic, but I have this on this gun for a reason. All right, so that is my second point of contact, is that front hand. Now, I am fluid, arms relaxed, but when it comes time to shoot, this hand is gonna lock, I'm gonna pull the gun in. Third point of contact is where the stock locks into the shoulder, all right? I want it so that I don't have to bring my head down to the gun. So how you do that is get that stance that you want, all right? Bring the optic up so you can see it, and then bring it right back in front of your eye. What you're gonna find is it's not in the natural pocket of your shoulder. It's going to be slightly inboard. Here's why that's important, because a lot of people come to class and they shoot like this. They're bladed to the side like they're deer hunting up in a tree. But if you look, their pelvis is pointed this way, all right? I need you square up on that target, the direction you're moving, so that when you bring that gun up between your two cameras, all right, my plates are square with the target. And it's not just about, well, I don't wear body armor, because what it allows me to do is I can then pan that way, but I can also pan the same distance that way. You can't do that if you always shoot bladed. You can go to the left, great, but you can't go to the right as far, right? So by having that gun centered, right, what it allows me to do is I can turn this way, but I can also turn the other way without flagging my cameraman. All right, so anyways, that's my third point of contact, that shoulder up in the pocket, the stock up in the pocket of my shoulder. Fourth point of contact is that cheek down on the gun. That has to be the same every time. And what it allows you to do is always bring the lens of your eye back centered behind your optic, whether it's a red dot, whether it's iron sights, whether you're running a low power variable optic. If your head is floating in a different spot, you're looking around that reticle, that's called parallax. It's gonna throw off your zero when you're shooting out at distance. So try to always marry that cheek in the same spot every time. Aggressive stance, lean forward, bring it forward just like that. All right, now notice how I have this stock set. It's in all the way. And what I mean by that is when you zero the gun to correctly size a rifle, basically you grip it and in the crook of the elbow, rough landmark for length of your stock. Now when you're zeroing your rifle, let's say you shoot prone, when I'm laying on the ground with my elbows resting on the ground, I want you to see my eye relief. See that eye relief right there? Now watch what happens when I do that standing. See how much further my eye is away from the scope? That's gonna throw off that eye box. I'm now very far outside of it. So if you're shooting standing, shorten that stock up a little bit. And now my eye box is the same as it was while I was zeroing the gun. Does that make sense? Very important for those that shoot low power variable optics. Okay, if you're just running red dot, not as important, but that's why I've grabbed a gun that's got a low power variable optic on it. I want you guys to take note of that. By doing all those things correctly and consistently, what it's gonna allow me to do is my hand is where I can reach the selector lever easily, fire controls, run the trigger, mag changes, everything's done in my workspace. But by being consistent about it, that good aggressive stance, I'm able to launch my body left, right, forward, backwards, because I have that athletic stance. It also allows me to manage recoil. Whether you're doing high ready, low ready, the gun is fluid. I'm ready to do non-lethal strikes if necessary. But when it comes time to shoot, that gun gets locked in, this hand gets sturdy, and I pull that puppy in as hard as I can. Notice my elbows are down, right? A lot of competitive shooters teach grab as far out as you can and really pull it in tight. Guys, that's fine for competition shooting, but understand having your elbows out while pieing around a building or a doorway, that's how you get shot in the elbow, and that's a very distinct squeal that people make when they get hit in the elbow. All right, so we're gonna gas this puppy up real quick. Grab that speed reload mag, push, pull, observe it, close it. Again, aggressive stance, doesn't matter if it is left foot forward, right foot forward, it really does not matter, right? But I am aggressive, ready to respond to the target. Doesn't matter if you're doing high ready or low ready, does not matter, but I've already got I've got my points of contact, my chest is squared on the target, and then all I'm gonna do is punch the gun out, take my 2 shots, follow through. Did I get the desired effect? If so, gun goes back unsafe. I'm able to scan for more targets, and then I'm ready to move again. Not hard, very, very easy, but if you focus on the fine points, little nuances, placements of the hand, balance, what you're gonna find is it's gonna make you not just a gunfighter, it's gonna make you a better gunfighter. Anyways, that's all we got for this week. And you know the deal, leave comments and questions below. Y'all take care and shoot straight. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you don't miss out on anything.